Here we are. Wisdom Wednesday. Hello, my love. I don't see you. Good morning, Instagram family. Good morning, Facebook family. Good morning, YouTube family. Welcome to 11:11 Conversations with Jen and Mal. And today is Wisdom Wednesday. My beautiful husband, you're probably wondering where he is. He is in San Diego with his mommy and his family, and I'm here in Mexico. And he's trying to get on via Restream. I let him in, but I don't see him. Good morning, Allie. Good morning, all. Let's jump into our magical elevator, give people an opportunity to get here. Woo! Yay! Let's jump into our magical elevator and raise our vibration and our frequency together, right? Because it is an everyday job, but it's the best job you'll ever love because you are loving yourself, you're taking care of yourself, and you're being mindful that it is work that needs to be done. It's your spiritual work that needs to be done on a daily basis for you to thrive in your life, for you to really feel connected with your higher source, with your higher being. There's my beautiful husband. Hello, my love.
Hello.
All right, so here we are. And I'm not sure if, let's see. All righty. All right. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I am starting Instagram again because I don't know if it was. Okay, there we are. Good morning. Say good morning, my love.
Good morning.
Good morning from Mexico. And we've got our co-host right here in on Restream. So Instagram, if you want to see Mauricio, definitely go to Facebook. Go to Facebook or go to YouTube. Okay. Just for the sake of not being cumbersome, I'm not going to be holding the phone. The phone's going to be there, but Mauricio will be on. You can definitely see him in the Facebook live or the YouTube live. Right, babe?
That's right.
Let's jump into our magical elevator and raise our vibration. Ooh, I
And
see
if
my.
you are joining us for the first time, we're in 11:11 Conversations with Jen and Mal from San Diego and Mexico.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are, aren't we? We're in two places. How cool are we?
Not that far from each other. That's the crazy thing. There's only a border wall separating us.
I know. This is much better. I wasn't hearing you, babe. Let me see. Speak.
Hello, hello.
Okay, make sure that you're close to the phone.
Okay, let me put.
See, I can't hear you there. Nope. Speak.
Hello, hello.
There. Make sure.
Okay, I'll be right there.
That's where I can hear you. Okay. All righty. So here we are. Lydia, how are you, my love? It's been so long. So nice to see you. Welcome to 11:11 Conversations with Jen and Mal. If you want to see Mal, he is in our live studio Restream on Facebook. Go to my
common sense mamita on.
No, Lydia Pires. Oh my God.
Got it.
Yes. And Natalia Ochoa in the house. So if you want to, I'm inviting everyone to go to YouTube, True Form Films, and or Facebook, so you can see Mauricio, because he is in San Diego right now. I'm in Mexico with my mom. He's in San Diego with his mom, and we're making this show happen for you guys because we're committed.
Right.
We're committed. We love our community, and we're committed to serving, especially during these weird times, there's always something to nurture, and the most important thing to nurture is our soul. And so that is what this show is all about, for us to raise our vibration, raise our frequency, nurture our soul together individually and as a community, and support one another in this amazing life that we are sharing. Yes, yes.
Muy bueno, mi
So
amor.
let's start with our fairy cards.
Is your mom picking them, or who's picking them?
I'm gonna pick them because they're busy somewhere.
Hola, Mami Ruki is not doing celebrate.
She'll come in, but she's we went walking this morning and she's got some business to take care of.
Could you let the audience know how she thought we were singing? Not sense. What was she thinking that we were singing?
She was like, celebrate, play
Sing
the music or sing to the music. So cute. Okay, ready? Oh, all right. Fairies want two. Oh, what? Creative expression.
Creative expression.
And
didn't we get creative expression?
Oh, okay, this is weird because I got creative expression and new location. So I'm gonna do that. We got that again. Whoa, I got both of them. That was kind of strange.
Did you mix the cards like I do?
I did, but I'm gonna mix them again. I'm gonna do that's a take two. Let's do a take two.
Take two.
Take two. Take two. Although that's pretty impressive.
And share with them the take two rule in our house.
Yes. Buenos días, Ana María Somara Blaja.
Ana María.
It's fine in the house. Let me move this so I can read the comments. I'm happy to catch today. You didn't tell me you were going to go on earlier yesterday. Allie, yes, it was improv. It was last minute. We took our mom and grandma and auntie to the doctor. So yes. And it's
Ray is watching us. Pamela Rowan in the house.
Good morning, Manny, Raul. Did you say Manny Ray? Love you, Manny. Thank you for that beautiful message. It just inspires me and it makes me feel so great that our show is making a difference in the world. And that's exactly why we're doing this, especially during times. And I don't think we've made a big deal about us having over 100 episodes, but we surpassed the 100 episode like a month ago. So yay!
Celebrate, dance to the music.
All right, here we are. Okay, here we are. Let's do it one more time. And
Pammy is saying she is watching us from her bike.
I love it. Be honest with yourself.
Ooh.
Be honest with yourself. That is a great card.
Yes.
Okay, and now our angel cards. Let's see. Fairies say, be honest with yourself. So I'm just going to do the first one. Children. Children. Be honest with yourself and children. I can't hear you, my love. I'm back. I just went to close the door. Okay.
Song?
Huh? There we are. Which one?
Show them all the beauty they possess inside.
Oh, yes. I love that song. All right, so we'll start with children.
You're avoiding my singing today.
I can barely hear you. So, okay. You are asked to pay extra attention to your children or your inner child. That is the message from the angels. You are asked to pay extra attention to your children or your inner child. right now. New children may be coming into your life very soon. This card signifies and it signals that the angels are your need to play. I got to start over. I'm starting over. Take 3. Let me see. Oh, yeah. And then we'll explain about the take 1, take 2, right?
What
Okay.
happened?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. This card signals that the angels see your need to play, have fun, and honor your inner child. Perhaps you will play with your own children or grandchildren, or you might enjoy having fun with another adult or doing work that involves helping children. Take some time to ask your inner child, how do you feel? Let's take a deep breath there. Take some time to ask your inner child, how do you feel? Ask your inner child, how do you feel? Mm.
Pamela took a deep breath and she said, "We are trying to create some new children and we're being laughed at."
Take some time to ask your inner child, how do you feel? And what would you like to do? How do you feel and what would you like to do? Ask your inner child that every day. Plan an afternoon where you take your inner child on an outing, doing things that allow your playful side to emerge. Swing and slide at the park. Take an afternoon nap. Draw on the sidewalk with a chalk or build
You
a
say
sand castle. Or build a sand castle.
the
Children,
nap.
it's so you got the nap part down, baby. You got that you take care of your inner child boy like nobody's business. Like no one I've ever met. Yeah, seriously. So my love, there's some like crackling sound, so don't move your phone. Don't move your phone. Don't touch your phone. All right. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Always be honest with your children. Yes, absolutely. I love that, Allie. You know, it's a combo. You're being honest with your inner child, be honest with your children, you know, and allow your inner child to play, nurture your inner child every day. You are that adult. And it just reminds me of when Beatrice came on, you know, a couple of weeks ago, and she talked about her inner child and how to manage our children during this time. And if we find ourselves being impatient with our actual children, it's because our inner child needs attention and needs that part of them healed. They need some nurturing. That your inner child needs some nurturing. So when you're feeling edgy and when you're feeling impatient, and especially with your children, look at yourself and ask your inner child, what do you need right now? What do you need right now? You know, and really give yourself that love, because now that we're adults, it's our responsibility to take care of our inner child. It's not our parents anymore. It's not our spouses. It's no one. It's your responsibility to really take care of what you need, you know? So,
And that child, we can't forget that some of that child needs to be healed, right?
absolutely.
You need to let
Absolutely.
that child be healed so they can come out and play.
Yes.
It
And
is
be,
essential.
yes, 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 yes. All righty. So be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself, the fairies say. This card indicates that you're hiding your true feelings and aren't being forthright about an important topic. The fairies urge you to admit your true feelings to yourself. Do you feel stuck, depressed, tired, angry, or irritable? These are symptoms that arise when we're dishonest with ourselves. Ooh, that's really beautiful.
Yep.
Do you feel stuck, depressed, tired, angry, or irritable? These are symptoms that arise when we're being dishonest with ourselves. Maybe you feel that you can't afford to be honest with yourself and that you don't have a choice. This card isn't asking you to make any radical life changes or have a confrontation with another person. However, it is urging you to admit your true feelings to yourself. One easy way to get in touch with your true feelings is by going outside and engaging in a silent conversation with the fairies who live amidst the flowers, trees, and grass. Even if you can't yet see or hear the fairies, mentally tell everything that you're thinking. Tell them everything that you're thinking. Tell them everything that you're thinking and that you're feeling and that you're experiencing these days, especially during these times, you guys. This is such an important time to really just go within and be honest with yourself and write it down. You know, have that inner conversation with yourself. It says to go and talk to the fairies, and you know, for this, it might sound like too woo-woo for some people, but it's really your inner child. It's your inner, your higher being. It's that source, that oneness that we all have to communicate with the oneness and our higher power.
It's sitting outside and meditating, right? It's really
Right.
be aware of where you are.
Mhm.
Go out in this beautiful day. You know, there's the sun. It's not hot right now. It's a
It was a beautiful walk. It was a beautiful walk this morning, and yeah, it's a beautiful day. So when we're feeling that stuckness, when we're feeling that depression, or we're feeling just that irritability, it's like, what is your inner child trying to tell you? It's your inner child having a tantrum going, wake up, do what we want to do, right?
Amen.
And so even if you can't yet see or hear the fairies, mentally tell them everything that you're thinking, feeling, and experiencing these days. Ask them to help you get in touch with your deepest feelings. The fairies love to hold a mirror up to us so that we can see and admit the truth. So that we can see and admit the truth. Affirmation. It's safe for me to be honest with myself and others. It's safe for me to be honest with myself and others. I speak my truth with love. I speak my truth with love. I love it. Okay, be honest with me. These little flyaways are bothering me. How does my hair look?
It looks great. It looks great. Can't even tell the flyaways.
You can't? I'm looking at the flyaways here. I'm going, oh my God, look at that flyaway right here. Look at here.
I'm on my brother's iPad.
You're on your, oh, okay. And look, I'm wearing the little suit that mom gave me for Christmas. Isn't that cute?
Very cute.
Very cute.
Very cute. You know, it was interesting when you were talking about where you are in your state, where you find yourself. You know, and my mom was saying, so what do you think COVID? Um, what's the negative side for you right now? Where do you feel at times? And I said, you know what? I have found myself a little bit more short tempered through, and it's something that I'm very aware of, as you know, that I've become very aware of. And so I was sharing that with my mom this morning. So I want people to share, where do you find yourself, um, you know, most of the time when you are, you know, you know, when your child is not being fed.
My love, you know what? Repeat that because we missed half of what you said. So the last thing we heard was you're very aware of short temper.
Yeah.
You know, the pandemic has given, has affected you in that way?
I find myself sometimes easily annoyed, and I'm very aware of it, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
I have to do a lot of mindset. The blessing of it is that I'm aware of it, and that I know that when I'm there, my inner child is not being fed certain things, and I'm very aware of it, right? Because you
Mm-hmm.
and I have discussed it also at home, where we are sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to know from our audience, where do they find themselves? You know, are you feeling anxious, or do you feel depressed, or do you feel
Right. Have you
short?
been honest with yourself in your feelings during this time?
Because if
And
you're not honest with yourself of where you are, like Jennifer and I talk about, it will stack.
yeah, it escalates.
It escalates to a
I
point
need
where
just excuse me. Go ahead.
so being aware of where you are, and allowing yourself to have the feelings, but not to stay there.
Exactly, exactly. Because we're all going to have off days. We're going to have off moments, and the work needs to be done. We can't run away from it. We can't run away from our spiritual work. I mean, we can. Of course you can. You can definitely ignore it and not do it.
But
There's a price to pay, right?
it'll catch up to you.
Yeah. There's
This morning, for example, I was with my mother, and we were just talking about life and stuff, and she just told me some news that I didn't know, that one of the members of my family uh, is getting a divorce, and I was sad for them. I was really sad for them, because one of the things that I know that people have to do through this time in COVID is really be doing a lot of mindset, because a lot of this time has either made people closer, or they're working towards getting closer, or has completely tore them apart.
yeah. Yeah.
And what I hope, and I know Jennifer does too, is that people are doing more work towards being together and having your family stay together than being apart.
And it's a challenge, because we are our own and we're not perfect. One thing that uh, we're very clear on is that we want to continue to grow together, and being honest with ourselves and honest with our children, and really taking care of our inner child um, has been a priority for us during this time, because it's a really high stakes time, and it's a really delicate time, and we've all been my gosh, we've just been shocked at having to pivot and change our lives, and have this limitation of freedoms that we used to, that it affects all of us, and it affects all of us differently. And when you have a group of people living together 24/7, it takes a toll. So it's creating those sacred moments with yourself, and really creating the space to give each other the space, and nurture each other and nurture yourself, and take the time outs that you need, because we're not out and about doing our thing and then we come home and tell each other about our day. It's like all the days all of a sudden can become a blur because they're so the same. um
Amen, baby.
you know
Amen.
and it's taken the adventure out of of life, if you let it, because we've had some adventurous times when we've been really present to creating them. When we say nope, this is not going to get the best of us, we're going to create a fun time, we're going to create a game night, we're going to create we're going to paint, we're going to do whatever it is, right? We created a film. And so it's staying creative and staying connected, and pivoting, like so many of us have, and the whole world has, just to see today, watching the news with my Thea here, because she loves watching the news, and you see all the Zoom little boxes and all of these reporters and anchor ladies, they're at their house, their home. Everybody's home and doing their job, which is a huge blessing, you know. So again, we have the power to love ourselves, to ask ourselves, how do you feel? Ask your inner child, how do you feel? What do you want to do today? And it's your time. It's your time to love yourself, to heal your inner child, and help someone else do the same, because we're in this together.
And
Yeah.
I always go back to reminding myself that we're quarantined. We truly are not quarantined,
Right.
right?
Oh, there's
There's liberty
like,
of
hold on. Uh-huh.
there's a liberty of, you know, what Jennifer was saying is so important, is that take the time to go out for a walk when you need to, you know, take care of you. You know, sometimes it can
Yeah.
be a little, you know, overwhelming. So
Mhm.
take time to take a look at that. Don't
Yes.
allow yourself to let it stack
Right.
one on top
And
of the other.
right. So then that goes back to our morning ritual. We want to stack good memories, right? We want to stack, it's called an emotional flood, which Tony Robbins teaches us. And it's in our meditation. You know what? We'll go into our meditation now and we'll do some emotional stacking. It's called a good emotional flood. And
Right.
that's really cool to get in state and to really um, love yourself at that moment and not focus on lack, but focus on the abundance that you have had in your life and that you do have in your life, you know. So let's read our little book. Think it, do it, you have the power. And today it is guilt. Talks about guilt. I release any ideas that I control someone else's life or decisions. I release any ideas that I control someone else's life or decisions. I am free to be, do, and have joyful. My focus is on my purpose. My focus is on my purpose. Do you feel guilty? Do you? Do you feel guilty because you don't have control of everything or everyone?
Yes.
Oh my God, I need this right now. Like, what? Do you feel guilty because you don't have control of everything and everyone? This is not your job. This is not your job. Let others run their own lives. Let others run their own lives. Do you feel burdened because you are not doing as much as you can or have hurt someone and cannot fix it? I mean, that's like, I'm always feeling like I'm not doing enough. And that is for me one of those daily letting myself know I'm doing the best that I can and loving my inner child and loving myself and not being so hard on myself. But it's an everyday, every moment thing, you guys. Good morning, Mr. Camp Goddess. Bob in the house. Buenos días, madre.
Good morning, Bobo.
Feliz de tu presencia. I love you, mommy. So, es eso. El sentido de culpabilidad. Uno siente que si no puede controlar o ayudar a todo el mundo, uno se siente culpable. The energy you spend feeling guilty is wasted time. If you messed up and can fix it, then fix it. If you can't fix it, let it go. If you can't fix it, let it go. Staying stuck in a guilt-filled space is not going to help you move forward or help anyone else feel better. Learn to let go. Learn to let go. Decide what you would like to correct. Create a plan. Decide what you want to correct and create a plan and activate your plan. When you are done, you will feel better, be more productive, and more fun to be around. You have the power to free yourself of guilt. You have the power to free yourself of guilt. No more guilt. That's what I want for Christmas. No more guilt.
And
Oh my goodness gracious.
I'll
I
share
don't know why
this.
this is not charging. Go ahead, baby. Share.
I'll share that for me, coming from a father who was an alcoholic, guilt was a huge thing, a huge thing that uh, I have to say the word plague. It plagued me for a very long time, and I started realizing that a lot of through when I started doing the work on mindset and seeing a therapist, that that was a lot of the cause of my anxiety, was that I felt guilty. I felt guilty that I was succeeding and friends of mine who were in the business weren't doing as well as I was. And I would always feel bad. Right. And I felt guilt around it. Felt guilty that I moved to to Los Angeles and, hey baby, is it,
Go ahead. Keep. You're good. You're good.
so sometimes, and I think I've gotten a hold of it. And then sometimes again, it will creep in when I think of, how in the movie The Godfather, he talks about every single time I try to get out, they pull me back in. Sometimes I feel that creeps in my life. Yesterday was one of them. I was, Jennifer and I, I mean, the crazy thing about this is that we're literally, she's in Mexico and I'm in San Diego, and we're not more than 12 minutes apart from each other because there's a border wall. But we know we spend time with our families together, right? And then now we decided that yesterday I said I'm going to go visit my mom, and you're going to be with your mom. And I had to leave the kids and Jen for 2 days so I could spend some quality time alone with my mother, which I also need because I know she's getting older. But there was a guilt. There was just a little guilt that I was crossing the border, right? And then I had to do a lot of self-talk. I'm like, it's gonna be okay. They're gonna be okay. We need to do this for ourselves. Jennifer needs to be with her mom alone. I need to be with my mom alone. We need to
Right.
allow ourselves to,
Quality time.
to also have that freedom and not feel guilt around it,
Yes.
right? But it's
Yes.
interesting, right? Because when I think I have a hold of it, it all sudden will
Creeps in. It's like this green monster.
yeah.
It's like a little monster that comes in. I don't know why the charger is. I mean, I'm seeing that I'm at 7% on the computer, and I'm gonna take the computer over there. So we're gonna go for a little ride.
Take it for a ride, because if it disconnects, then I'm disconnected. It's
Yeah.
not like Zoom. So I wanted to share that with you guys because I was telling my mom this morning. Um, I remember I went to bed and there was that little part of me. I'm like, wow, just when I have a hold of that sense of guilt, it all of a sudden just come around the corner. And I'm like, again, it's a continuous thing that we have to always be ahead of it. That's why mindset and working and raising our vibration, that's why it's so important to always be aware and be ahead of it
Yep.
so it doesn't control us, because there's no
Yep.
reason to feel guilty
Nope.
whatsoever. And I understand that. Like, my mind understands there is no reason to feel guilty,
Nope.
right? The mind understands that, but
There is no reason to feel guilty, right?
you
Go
know,
to our YouTube or our Facebook so you can see Mauricio as well. I am doing my best here for me not to lose charge. This is, let me see. Yes, okay. Okay, it's charging. Uh-oh. Okay, here we are. Okay, continue, my love. Okay, good. 6%. Okay, good. It's going up.
no, I think Allison. Allison said, I remember seeing
A play.
Sweeney Todd,
Todd.
right? I saw the priest slapping himself with a whip for guilt of thoughts that weren't even acted on. That was my first exposure to understanding Judeo-Christian guilt. Yeah,
Yeah, it's amazing.
absolutely.
It's
I
amazing,
remember that. Yes. I know the play very well. And I know,
right?
yes. Again, it's not only that you know, one of the things about dealing with a family member who's an alcoholic, it's also the Christian guilt.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the Christian guilt and the
Absolutely.
thoughts. And when the thoughts come in and you're like, what is that thought? Then you feel guilty for having that thought. So
Yeah.
then it just starts stacking and it's just like, whoa. So, alrighty, well, let's do our meditation. I think this is charging now. It's going the right way. And we'll focus on releasing any guilt and releasing that self-punishment that for whatever reason, and it just happens, right? We feel guilty for doing really great in life, feel guilty for not being able to take care of everything in life. Or for me, like I look and I'm here and I'm so happy that we decided to stay, for my mom's birthday. One, because I did not want to feel guilty for not being with her on her birthday for the third year in a row. And the last 2 years, I have felt guilty for not making the trip over here to celebrate with her. And I said, we're here 3 days. It's her birthday. There is no way, like that guilt monster was like, you're going to do that to yourself again? Honestly, because I'm here. I'm ready. I'm ready to attack you. Are you going to do it? Are you going to not stay? Because, man, you're going to give me a good one. I'm going to have a really good time, fun guilt session with you. And then I was like, oh, hell no. So it's it's really amazing to be able to recognize and be aware of these feelings and aware of these voices in our head, because a lot of times remorse is a good thing, right? Remorse is a good thing for you to realize, you made a mistake, you can apologize. So, but it's when we allow guilt to control us and rob us of our joy and our freedom, that is wrong. That's toxic. That's the type of guilt we don't want. The remorse, which is it's kind of like it's just a gauging system that tells you, that was a little too harsh, or that was, I think you need to clean it up, because yes, it is very different. Remorse is very different than guilt, but they're cousins, they're in the same family of feeling. So, alrighty, with that, let's take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and put our hand in our heart. Vamos a respirar profundo. Estamos hablando de el sentido de culpabilidad, que no es un sentido que queremos tener en nuestra vida porque nos hace sufrir mucho.
Nos hace daño.
Nos hace mucho daño. Entonces hay que dejar ir el sentido de
culpa. Mi culpa, mi gran culpa.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yes, Ali. Remorse is taking action on your feelings, which is cleaning up your act, cleaning it up, apologizing, like really being positive, and just being proactive. Guilt is punishing yourself and just like um, suffering,
Yep.
through it.
Absolutely true.
Yeah. So, alrighty. Take a deep breath. Respirar profundo. Generate that love in your heart, our love for ourselves, our love for our inner child. Our inner child loves us and needs us. And just give that inner child love. Ese niño interior que tenemos es nuestra responsabilidad como adultos de cuidar a ese niño interior y darle la sanación y el amor que necesita. Es nuestra responsabilidad. Yes. Okay. Let me see something. I am Okay, you guys, if by any chance the battery goes and we turn off, it's because the battery is not charging as we're going. And I'm doing my best here for it to charge, but I'm seeing it go down and down and down.
Is the red light on that strip?
Yes, it is. But I'm right on the wall though. Yeah, I'm right on the wall. So, okay. Take a deep breath. With that inner love that we have for ourselves and our in that guilt for making ourselves and keeping ourselves prisoners of our own and feelings. Let that go. Let's forgive ourselves and love ourselves. Take a deep breath. And once we take a deep breath, let's think of what we're grateful for, the blessings. I'm so grateful for our virtual world. I'm so grateful for us connecting on a daily and having these so important conversations. And I'm so grateful for all the wonderful people in our lives, for our family, for our health. And the fastest way to connect with your inner child and the fastest way to get yourself out of guilt and out of any lower vibration feeling is through gratitude, through self-love. Love yourself first, give yourself love, take care of your inner child, and be grateful for the blessings that you do have so that you can attract and you manifest more of what you have. Because if you focus on what you don't have, then that's what you're attracting because you're focusing on that. You're focusing on lack and limitation. So you're continuing to attract and live more of that experience. So when you feel satisfied and grateful and blessed, then you're telling your subconscious mind that there's more of that there's more of that where it comes from. Now that we holiday season and Christmas is just a few weeks away, think of the happiest Christmas you ever had. Think of that toy that you got. Remember that moment and remember anticipation for Santa and that excitement and all the yummy food and all the family and all the hugs and kisses. Just think of all of that celebration. What is Christmas? What does the holiday mean to you? What does Hanukkah mean to you? We have all celebrating the same feelings, just in different ways because we're all beautiful and unique and come from a different culture. But the feeling of love, of family, of unity, prosperity, of sharing, of celebrating is all the same. It's all that one feeling of unity, of oneness, of love. Tap into that. Now let's go to your first exciting moment in school. When you got that A plus or when you got a B plus and that for you was an A plus or even a C, but because you worked so hard, you accomplished that goal. You accomplished getting a good grade in school. Remember that feeling. Bring it in. How about your first crush in school? That boy or girl that you crushed on and that you got butterflies like the very first time you got butterflies in your tummy. Think of that. Think of that moment. And think of something that happened this week that made you so happy and proud of yourself. Bring that into your heart, bring that to you. Yes, there you go. That's emotional flooding, positive emotional flooding. Just go down your memory lane of wonderful, beautiful things that have happened in your life and that brought you to where you are at this present moment. Always have that. Those are beautiful treasures that we all have in our heart and in our mind. We want to focus. And now we get to celebrate the blessings we've had in our life. Right now, let's celebrate, dance to the music, celebrate,
Celebrate.
celebrate, dance to the music, and a school bus in third grade. I love it. My first kiss was in third. You got married 5 times. I love it. So we get to celebrate and let go of these yucky feelings that don't serve us and heal ourselves, heal our inner child, and know that all of our needs are met and that we are part of this amazing, beautiful 11 community that is here to serve and is here to lift each other up and to celebrate together. Okay? I am so grateful that you were able to join me, my love. I am going to end the show because I'm at 2%. And
Oh. Are you there, my love?
tomorrow will be awesome. Yes, always awesome. I don't know, baby. Can you read?
You're. I'm hearing you breaking
I'll
up.
answer the comments a little later. But we will be here tomorrow. We're going to celebrate my mom's birthday on Friday night. So my beautiful